Hey, we're back. Time for some more Idle. Continue from where we left off. We're here with chapter 7. Just finished this one, where Edmund has hidden away with the idol. Then he got broken into by some thieves and he blew them up. What the hell is going on here? The Ascent. Strange practices of a secretive society. Okay. We're going to look into this society that was after the idol then, I guess. Okay. Someone here. The tattoo depicts a hand and an eye. Here, someone just stuck in the bushes. Loaded pistol. Coil of rope. David Gorin for reliable service from Edmund Cloudsley. David. Gathering will be on March 14th. Follow our plan. We should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. Target will arrive in full costume. Grab rope and weapons. WK. And what we're at 325. Got the tobacco, shabby formal coat, and a dagger. Is this David Gorin? It doesn't look like him. A hat. Got a pistol. Oh, he's got the hats and stuff on him. A clean new coat. Is this the highwayman from before? I can't remember. Is it Werner Keane or something like that? Footprints. Footprints going away. 2 sets of footprints and something on wheels, maybe? And then we have another set of footprints. It looks like going this way. And then only the fancy shoes walking away. Or maybe both of them are walking away. Oh, I see. They're dragging someone. They're dragging this guy. These are his feet being dragged through the grass, and then they each split up. Brothers wear masks appropriate to their house. The Dark Hands, the Proud Beasts, and the Water Snakes. We've heard of the Dark Hands and the Proud Beasts. The first we're learning of the Water Snakes, I think. Masters, January 5th, 1789. So we've gone to the next year from the previous chapter. Masters, I've ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic, and with great resolve punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin. But the devil had prepared a treacherous trap, and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered his study. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast, only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior David Gorin, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. So this is from Walter Keane. And he's working for this order. He's not part of it, he's addressing them as their masters. But he's working for them. After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I am forced to go into hiding, because the government's watchmen are tracking me. So I've recovered from my deadly wounds, shaken off the watchmen. I will send you the next report. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keane. This sounds like it has been forged by Edmund and David. Because I think this is Walter Keane out here. He's got his hat, And he's got the drawing of the hats. This looks like David's pouch, though. He's left his stuff here. So they've dragged him out here, and then I assume Edmund and/or David, probably David. These shoes look fancier, and they're heading off this way. And then these are more plain working boots, and they're heading off this way. So I'm assuming David is posing as Walter and to infiltrate this society. What do we got here? Another one. October 20th, 1789. So we've jumped all the way to October. Masters, I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There, I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young, resourceful gentleman whom I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken. Again, this is probably forged, and Lazarus Hurst is probably a pseudonym for whoever's infiltrating the Order here, who's probably David. January 16th, 1790. And the next year is again. Illuminated Masters. I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-hand brother Walter Keene, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. I am certain that, on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. The Geoffrey Sinclair. So Walter Keene was part of the Dark Hands, I guess. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from the Brotherhood. What do we have here? Brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. Master, Steward, and Initiate. I see. So, Walter was a member of the Brotherhood, but a lower rank. We've got two ways we can go here. So, who's been added? Okay, we have what looks like some kind of dungeon. House on the back. Eating something or other. What is this? Ritual of something. A fish in a house. And they're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. Up here. And then summer turning to winter and losing clothes. Prepare to receive what you have earned. Got a brand. He's got a proud... He's got a... I see. They get the brands on the back. So if you assume this is Walter... He's got the one eye, so presumably that means he's an initiate. I think this is Walter Keene. No? Oh, well, there's only 2 slots, so it's not correct then. It can't be David, because he's not in the order to begin with. Oh, we can put titles in here as well, not just names. So we can say he is the Dark Hand Initiate. There we go. Ruby ring, and a ruby ring in his finger, and a ruby ring in his pocket. I don't know what the connection of the ruby rings is yet. He's wearing one, so I guess that means it's a symbol of the Brotherhood. I remember... I think Walter... What was his name? Willard Wright, in one of the earlier things, had the ring. We're free to check, I suppose. He's got the ring here. And Edmund does not have a ring. But the lawyer has a ring as well. Nicholas Maker. 6 rings with various stones. So I think the rings are a symbol of the Brotherhood. We only have one person to identify there. And now we can read this. February 10th, 1798. That's jumping forward quite a way. That's jumping forward 8 years. Brother, a member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we have decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14th and fulfill your role in the rites of the Brotherhood. Council of Masters. Is this really 1798? Maybe this is a typo. It's supposed to be 1790. Because that would be jumping forward 8 years. I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. Signal. Survives the appropriate trial. Brother's trustworthiness has been challenged. Decided to take measures. Brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. Yes. Inception. You must endure the chests of snail, fire, water, wood, administered by Proud Beast Steward. Evaluation. Endure the chests of wood, fire, time, water. Inspired by Darkhand Steward or Master. Transition. Star, fire, water, snail, and then water, time, water, star. We can't see his robes, so we don't know what rank this guy is. There's... Oh, here we go. Well, this is clearly the snail, right? The house on the back. So it has to be one of these two. The question then is... Fire, water, wood, or then is it time, water, star? And I guess it's admission, right? Administered by any master. Because they're testing his worthiness to join. So it has to be administered by a master, and this is admission. Probably get a hint regarding the masks later. Alright. We've still got lots of clues left. Now we've got another thing to solve. Ritual of something something. Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. Add substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first. Accuser chooses the remaining. Both partake in wine cups. And this is, to determine guilt or innocence. So this is going to be, who, like, challenging the, what they were talking about downstairs. This one. Brother's trustworthiness has been challenged, therefore brother proves himself he can vouch for the two cups on a stone altar. They both contain some wine, but are almost empty. Rest of the ritual of squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. Required decorations of the hall. The Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. Ritual of conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. The sword must be borne by any initiate. Required decorations of the hall. Never-ending teacher, the keeper of treasures, the mirror of the soul. Ritual of dispute. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. The scepter must be borne by water snake master. Required decorations. Of discord. The houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brother. That must be borne by Dark Hand Master, and then... The Griffin has spoken. A tray with a small vial of unknown substance, and a ring. Griffin has spoken. A ring. A ring. The man in the mask is not breathing. Griffin has spoken. A silver tankard with some red wine and a ring. We've got swords. We've got the Grim Reaper, and we've got a key. Oh, I see. They've got, these are the decorations. Because they've got the little blue things attached to them. They've got the book, we've got the key, and we've got the Grim Reaper there. Let us await the results from the chamber below. The sword. Griffin has spoken. Ceremonial scepter. And that's all the clues we're getting. So, the Grim Reaper we know is one. So it can't be this. Grim Reaper, never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. And Grim Teacher, the never-retiring teacher, and the treasures. The Grim Reaper, keeper of treasures, and the speaker to the blind. I'm going to guess that the keeper of treasures is the key, and the never-tiring teacher is the book, and then so the Grim Reaper is the stained glass window. So then this must be the ritual of dispute. Yeah. But now we have to... Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. The scepter must be borne by Water Snake Master. He's got the scepter. So... we can say Water Snake. And the White Robes is Masters. And we know that if it's the Ritual of Dispute, only stewards and above. So this must be stewards, which means this must be initiate. And we can just do this for the last one. There we go. Process of elimination. Proud Beast, Water Snake, Dark Hand. So, that means we can fill this out. We have Dark Hand Steward. We have Dark Hand Initiate. And then Water Snake Steward. Water Snake Master. Proud Beast Master. And Water Snake Initiate. No? I guess it's possible that it wants names for some of these. We know that Darkhand, so Jeffrey Sinclair was challenging Walter Keane. So this is probably Lazarus Hurst, I guess. The newcomer. And this guy can't be a master then. Because he's got the robe of the steward. Unless I've gotten the things wrong again. Administered by any master, administered by Proud Beast. It must be Inception then. Snail, fire, water, and then wood. Yeah, that makes sense. So this is Proud Beast Steward, and then this is Inception. There we go. Must be born by Water Master. Challenged a defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. So, this guy I think is David Gorin. Which means I think this guy is Jeffrey Sinclair. No? Treasures, never tiring teacher. Oh. First, remaining. Two or few. Okay. I don't think it's actually Walter Keane, though. Conflict. Dispute. God. Houses of the accuser and defender must stand behind their brother. That must be won by Dark Amas, but we know, so we know it's dispute. An initiate, Water Snake initiate. Steward. Dark Hand. No, Water Snake. No. So that suggests this is indeed Jeffrey Sinclair. And if we change this back to David Gorin, it says it's wrong. So shit. That means we must be able to name another one of these people. So David Gorin is probably here then, right? Doesn't make sense though. This is Walter Keane though, surely. Got his hat and everything. This is David Gorin stuff. And David comes in. It could be that we're just assuming David is pretending to be Walter Keane, and that's why it's asking us to label him like that. Lazarus Hurst. We don't know who this. He looks like Edmund Cloudsley, but younger. I don't get what these rituals mean, though. Exception. Fire, water, and tree. I guess this must be fire, but I don't get how this relates to that. Eating without a mouth. Eating something black. So... Guard Beastmaster, Dark Hand Initiate, Water Snake Initiate. Illuminated Masters. So, Jeffrey Sinclair is not a master, which supports the theory that he is the dead guy up there. Objectives of Vigil Lazarus First. Smith, our Dark and brother Walter Keane, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. Bashing an enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. I must personally produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards... Let's see. The only other name we have is David Gorin. Which means he must be one of these, right? There we go. Then who is outside? If David Gorin isn't pretending to be Walter Keane, I guess this is just one of the, like, a different initiate. And David, so... it is the real Walter Keane, and they've left David and Walter have left their stuff here and then gone inside. But they've taken this initiate's. They've got this initiate's what's his face? They took his stuff, and David Goran is posing using this guy's identity. Is he one of the guys in this one here? No. No, he doesn't look like either of these guys. I feel like I might have seen him before. Yeah, and Walter Keane looks different as well. It's definitely not David. So it might be some guy we don't know about yet. Can't recall ever seeing this red-headed guy before. So why are Walter and David cooperating then? Unless that is Walter Keane, and then this is someone... This is the third person. So either this is the real Walter Keane, which I guess seems likely, and he's cooperating with Edmund Cloudsley for some reason now, and David Goran. Or Walter Keane is out there tied up in the bushes, and this is someone else from Edmund Cloudsley's faction who we don't know about yet, or who is just someone else that we don't know. Barefoot. Anyway, got that all solved. Something was... So, Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, with... I guess it has to be David Goran, ambushed... Oh, now we have to... Ambushed Dark-Hand Initiate? Something posing as something with a something which had... God, there's so many blanks now. David Goran, posing as Dark-Hand Initiate, signaled to something with a something. The tray, sword, scepter. Drank the other cup. So this is Jeffrey Sinclair. Drank the other cup and died. Oh, he signaled to him, I see. He was able to signal which cup was the poisoned one. Defender chooses first. Silver tankard. How would he have signaled? David Goran, posing as initiate, signaled to Walter Keane with a tray, tankard, sword, scepter, or cup. He must have signaled with the tankard, I guess. Pointed at him. With a tankard, which signaled to Walter Keane with a tankard, which cup had no poison. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hurst passed the Inception ritual to become something initiate. Dark Hand initiate. Proud Beast. There we go. Scroll has been fulfilled. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual of dispute, he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup, and his opponent drank the poison and died. Yeah, not a great way of determining guilt and innocence. These ancient societies, they haven't got they don't think too far ahead, I suppose. So it was just some rando out there in the bushes. But why are David and Walter cooperating if they attacked each other here? Your Honor, the bandits accidentally sent off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterward? Managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master, Lord Edmund Cloudesley, got caught in the blast, really disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died. Bless his... That's gotta be a lie. I think... No. I think Lazarus Hurst is Edmund Cloudesley after using the idol to make himself younger. As we saw in rejuvenating the spoiled apple in the previous scenario. I don't get why Walter is cooperating with David now, but that's what I think. Proceed. The crowning celebration by the lighthouse. Goodness, got a lot here. One thing at a time then. Rules and history. History. Chronicles of Griffin Rebirth. In 1725, the first Darkhand, Lord Harrington, demonstrated flying. Jumped off a cliff to his death. In 1756, Proud Beastmaster Lord Pledsley performed a seance talking to the spirits. Lord Angus MacBain repeated the miracle, proving him unworthy. In 1764, Darkhand Master Lord Jones demonstrated the creation of a homunculus. Lord Angus MacBain produced a homunculus as well. 1771, Proud Beast Master, we got two there, Hypnotized and Hypnosis. 1771, Proud Beast Master Lord White carried out the hypnosis of a servant. Lord Angus MacBain hypnotized the same man as well. So, this Angus fellow is special, I suppose. Rules. Griffin Rebirth. The one who claims to be Griffin Reborn must perform a miracle. If someone repeats the miracle, it is proven that it was not a miracle, but mere magic. Claimant is punished with death. Fair enough. It would be easier to understand if I had read this first. If no one can repeat miracle, the masks fall. Claimant is crowned as Griffin Reborn. The music has a good twist. Music is pretty good. I haven't been paying much attention to it. (1756, 1764, 1771). So these are all the attempts to prove the reborn Griffin. But Angus has counted him in each turn. Lord Harrington just jumped off a cliff and died. Okay. We have shoes. These are the master's robes, I think. 5 strange-looking masks. Set of heavy wooden paws. And we have footprints going back and forth. One set going out, and then another set coming back. Man is not breathing and has a severe wound to the back of his head. Okay, so someone has murdered him, hidden the body. His arm appears to be broken. Ruby ring. Looks like a telescope or something. Sharp end. Both his legs appear to be broken. Water Snake Master. Lately I have experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Are you the source of this with your magic? Desist immediately and know that when pushed, my rage is absolute. Do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. In my many voyages, I have learned the dark arts too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons to crush your bones. Proud Beastmaster. So this is the Water Snake Master. Oh, we have a second letter as well. Dear friend, it is not so simple. And yeah, we're still in the 1790s. So I think that letter before that said 1798 was just a typo. Dear friend, it is not so simple for me to get you a seat alongside me on the Court of Directors at the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you stop obsessing over it. It will only unbalance your humors. Let us discuss alternatives at the next party at Kensington Palace. It looks like he's fallen to his death. I'm guessing he was pushed. So he's got round-ended shoes. Yeah, his humans aren't doing so good now. Or does he? I can't quite tell. But there's only one set of footprints going this way, so... Oh, well, he was pushed, right? So he was probably pushed from the ceiling. And so he's gone, and then the person who's killed him has gone around to maybe get something off him. Swapped their shoes and then come back, something like that. Anyway, we've still got a lot to look at here. That was an actual miracle. Unbelievable. So there is a griffin reborn. 7. Heavy seal. A ring. Wondering if I could see the seals on those letters. Get the telescope on him, so this is, I guess, further implication that he was, looks like maybe it's broken as well. That he was pushed from the balcony. The top of the lighthouse. What is this? This is an initiate. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you, brothers, to great many challenges. This is Lazarus First, we saw before. But yeah, it's for sure Edmund who's made himself younger. Because we have his book here that has his initials on it. Miracle preparation. After this, I think this is reduce air input. Aim at the sky, press the lever to maximum position and hold for at least 10 seconds. At this point the idol, or I guess accumulate maybe. At this point the idol should be full enough to perform the miracle once. Miracle hypothesis. The water works better. But the effect is not as convincing. Therefore, increase air. Main challenge is ensuring my balance when holding onto the idol. Practice is paramount. So he's writing about how to use the idol to perform a miracle and prove himself as the Griffin Reborn. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target can see. If the glyph is eye is red, is ready for something input and will return blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform that input and it will turn red afterwards. I guess this is I can't remember which is increase and reduce. Let me go have a look. Same diary. It was here. So with the dot is decrease. So decreased air. Aim at the sky. So it's this absorbs it. So like decrease absorbs the air. Aim at the sky. Press hold the lever, hold for at least 10 seconds. The idol should be full enough to perform it. So it absorbs the air and then he performs the miracle. Main challenge is ensuring my balance while holding onto the idol. Practice is paramount. Oh, I see what's happened. He uses the idol to fly, quote unquote. He jumps off the lighthouse and uses the air release to float back down to Earth without dying, and so this guy has attempted to do the same thing, but just fell to his death. That's what's happened there. What else have we got here? Reborn. There's the round-soled shoes. Everyone's got shoes. Round soles. Round soles. And who is this? And thus, Griffin Reborn revealed himself to his brothers by demonstrating a true miracle. A silver crown with gems. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. Right. He's demonstrated himself as Griffin Reborn. Here, I brought back your staff, O Griffin Reborn. Got the hat stuff. So this is David, not David, Walter Keane. So I guess Walter, after seeing the power of the idol when invading Edmund's hiding place, decided to switch sides. A golden snuff box filled with opium powder, initialed AM. Oh, and the golden idol is hidden in the staff. I see. The golden idol is enclosed within the handle of an ornamental cane. Oh, and it's been broken off. Why is it broken off over here, though? I brought back your staff. I guess the staff was given to this guy as well, so he could attempt to use it, but then it didn't have the air in it, so he fell to his death and it broke on the landing. Got the ring. Dear Master McBain, his threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being an honest soul, I have no choice but to comply with your base demands. I may have invited Lazarus into our brotherhood, but he has not shared all his secrets with me. Luckily, I had an opportunity to see him practicing this miracle. He has a magical artifact hidden in his cane. When performing the miracle, he input the following glyphs. Increase air. Then he presses a small lever on the handle of the cane and it grants him the powers to demonstrate the miracle. I have no doubt that the stuff will work just as well in your hands as his. Sincerely, Dark Hand Steward. Okay. So... I've forgotten what the glyphs are again. This is Walter Keane, and he has sent this to this guy, McBain. This must be McBain. He looks really old. To fool him. So he's like sort of telling him the truth, but giving him the incorrect, I guess, inputs. I need to check again. Gotta be old to have the name Angus. Well, everyone in this. It's the 18th century. Everyone's got old-timey names. This one. Increased. Right. So it's the same. He did give the correct... That is the correct inputs. And Walter Keane is the Dark Hand Steward, but it looks like he's done this... Right. But it's not... He didn't tell him about how to... He needs to get the air into the idol before it can do the expel air. So he's told him the trick, but not the entire trick. And that's caused him to screw up. And he's got the pointy toe shoes. So he's gone and then come back. And someone... Why is there only one set of round sword footprints here? Oh, and here's the lawyer. This is Nicholas Walker, or whatever his name was. What an honor to experience such a historical event. I guess that confirms the ruby rings as the order. 125. Protocol of an attempt to demonstrate a miracle. Location. Lighthouse on Gull Islet, near the Horn of Cothead. Time noon. Present Angus, Lord Alistair Cock, Dr. James Turner, Sir Walter Keane, Lazarus Hurst, in charge of notes, Nicholas Maker. June 3, 79. Dear Watersnake Brother Maker, as the director of the Seven Seas Trading Company, I do not assess work applications. Please go through the official channels so my staff can evaluate your credentials as an attorney. Darkhand Master JT. Darkhand Master is James Turner. And then the masks fall. Water Snake Master. Proud Beast Master. Your friend. Not so simple. Meet alongside. You'll sit alongside me on the court of directors of the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you stop obsessing over it. Dr. James Turner. So it's from the same person. The Dark Hand Master is James Turner. So we can roll out a few of these. Lazarus Hurst, aka Edmund Cloudsley. And then we have Walter Keane. We have Nicholas Maker. And we have Angus McBain. The last thing in question is these two. He has a 7 seal. These are the masters, so these must be the Proud Beast Master and the Dark Hand Master. Proud Beast Master. Experience disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Use the source of this with your magic. Push my rage is absolute. Do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. My many voyages I have learned the dark arts too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons. Dear friend. Not so simple for me to get your seat alongside me on the court of directors of the Seven Seas Company. So whoever's... These are opposite people. Oh, and look, the blue seal, right? Oh, wait. He's the Water Snake Master. I thought maybe this color of the seals would correspond to their... plan. But I guess it doesn't matter because we need to figure out the identities just from these two things. Silver crown with gems. We haven't looked up here yet. The door is locked from the inside. By guarding the lighthouse, you guard the Emperor, General Alistair Koch. I see. A trapdoor that connects the staircase to the top of the lighthouse, not locked. So, you're not real with the well-being of the Empire's general. So the Proud Beastmaster is Koch. Or Koch. Lord Alistair Koch. And then the Dr. James Turner. Okay. We've looked at everything now, I believe. So the Proud Beastmaster is Koch, and the Dark Hand Master is Turner. But I still don't see this here. He has a 7 stamp with a star. Oh, I get it. The 7 Seas Company. 7 Seas Company, so the 7 stamp. So that's Turner. Turner. I mean, we could have easily figured it out just by checking both options, but I feel like it's better to deduct things the intended way. To figure it out for sure. And then this is, what's the face? Alistair Koch. What do we have here? Something something blackmailed something something to find out something something would perform the miracle of lying. You never figured it out the right way. There's a lot of opportunity in this game to brute force stuff, I feel like. People who had the magic relic in their hands, chronologically. Is going to be... So, what's happened is... Lazarus, aka Edmund, goes up with the staff, performs the miracle using the idol in the staff by floating back down safely. They give it to what's-his-face, McBain, who goes up. He knows the trick, but he doesn't know how to get the air into the idol first, so he ends up falling down to his death and the staff breaks. And then Walter goes... You can see he goes, he picks up the staff and then comes back. I don't know who this is though. The round soul shoots. And they only came back. Oh, I get it. This is Lazarus. Or Edmund. Lazarus went down and then walked over safely. That's it. So first it was Lazarus, and then it was Angus, and then Keen. What's this? Blackmailed. Water Snake Master. Who blackmailed who here? Ah, these threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being on a soul, I have no choice but to comply with your base demand. So, Angus blackmailed Walter Keane to find out how Lazarus Hurst would... I think we've solved everything here, so now it's just a matter of this. So, Lazarus Hurst jumped from the lighthouse using the idol to demonstrate the miracle of flying and became Griffin born. Angus McBain jumped from the lighthouse afterwards. This resulted in Angus McBain's death from a head wound, I guess. When Lazarus Hurst jumped from the lighthouse and survived using the hidden golden idol, Master Angus McBain thought he had enough information to repeat the miracle and prevent Lazarus from becoming Griffin Reborn. He seized the staff from Lazarus and locked the lighthouse door to prevent foul play. However, he did not know all the secrets of the idol, it did not work for him, and Angus jumped to his death. Easy game. Water works better, but the effect is not as convincing. Balance is ensuring balance. I wonder then what all these other miracles were. Talking to the spirits. Creation of a homunculus and hypnosis. These all magic tricks using idols and things like that as well. But we've got it. Number 9. I wonder how many chapters there are. The Interrupted Weekend at the Doctor's Salon. Okay. 36 clues here. Go out. We can go out the window and we can go out that way. Yeah, I want to see the homunculus as well. We have a map. The library. Salon. I guess that's where we are now. Flower beds. Fountain. The croquet field. The tea house. And the chess house. They have a house just for chess. Who is this? Oh lord, I did not expect something like this in our castle. Slightly grassy garden shear. Gardener. Such a mess, however, we will clean the blood out of the rug. Ah, this is the doctor we saw before. Ha! Leopold, your plan to frame 2 is sublime. But your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it. Constable, please escort this man out. Clean doctor's scalpel. A clean... You can all... Oh, we don't have the numbers. We don't have the names yet. We gotta figure them out. Full glass of sherry. An almost empty glass of sherry. Fallen bottle of sherry. James, this is preposterous. You know damn well that he was killed by that Lemurian savage. Also. Dear friend, 1792. Now that the elections are over, please join me for a leisurely weekend at my manor with good old Augustus and some other fine fellows. We'll have some drinks and discuss what to do about that Prime Minister position. Kindly confirm your presence. Dr. James Turner. So this is a politician of some kind. And here's Alistair, the general. This is outrageous. I thought you were an honorable man, Leopold. Not some Aquitanian agent trying to sabotage our friendly relations with Lemuria and provoke conflict. So I guess this is Leopold. Who is this? He stole his life, just like that. The doctor is a smart man since he saw through his lies. Dear friend, at one of the balls, you said that you would love to meet someone actually interesting. I'm having a weekend of drinks at my manor, and a prince from the 11th clan of Lemuria will be joining us. Please do us the honor of your company, too. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James. I guess this is 2. I hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleeping eye-patch gentleman. Okay. A brown stone slate seal. The pictograph of someone holding an axe and some kind of gem or something. A spicy smelling ornamental box. A clean Lemurian war club. Dear Prince, I heard that you got invited to party by the director of Seven Seas Company himself. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves, but this might be just the opportunity that we seek to reclaim our honor. Okay, so this is someone from the Lemurian side talking. This is the Prince of Lemuria, I guess. And they are being subjugated by the British Empire, I suppose. Colonized. And, director of the Seven Seas Company. Might be other... And so he's getting the suggestion to kill someone. Dear Prince, as you know, I am a great aficionado of Lemurian culture. It would be my pleasure to invite a member of the Patu clan to spend a leisurely weekend at my estate with some of our own political dignitaries. Kindly confirm your presence. James Turner. He has two names. We have a bloody boomerang. Plan to frame Patu, but your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it. It does have a button missing. Preposterous, you know damn well that it was killed by that Lemurian savage. Aquitanian agent. Sabotage our friendly relation. Smart man since he's fires this. The seals of the 12 Lemurian clans. Aha. And so, what, this guy is the 11th clan? Of the Patu clan. He said, here, Prince from the 11th clan. We have, so it's a triangle, and then a dot, and then another triangle, and then two hands holding an axe. What does that mean? We have the dot. We have the hands here. This is gonna come up, I know it. And we have the missing boomerang here, I see. The other weapons. Brown stone slate seal. Is there one missing? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There is indeed one missing. So perhaps he was given the 11th seal as a gift or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 8, 9, 10. Perhaps this is 12? I'm not sure. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6. I don't know how it works. The dot is 1, and then the line is 2. And then that is 3, and that is 4. So a square and a dot is 5. There's 2 triangles, 2 3s, so that's 6. A triangle and a square, so that's 3 plus 4, 7. 2 squares, that's 8. Square and a dot with a square, 9. Square and a dot with a square, that's 2 dots with 2 square dots, that's 10. And then what would this be? I guess it's 4 triangles, which would make it 12. 3, 3, 3, 3. Which would make this 5 plus 3 plus 3, which is that's 13. That's not correct. 5 plus what? 7, 8, 9. No. 5. Oh no, 5 plus 6 is 11, right? I'm thinking wrong. I thought it was 4, not 3. So yeah, 3 plus 3 plus 5 is 11. So this is indeed the 11th land seal there. What do we have here? Psychoactive plants, drugged symptoms, spotty onion, an illusion of unity with the universe, increased appetite, hiccups. Black poppy, sleepiness, whites of eyes get a pink tint. Huh. You mean like this? Lemurian lichen. Hyperconcentration on one thing, loss of perception of time, rapid blinking. Copy. And red berries, surge of energy, vocalization of all your thoughts, twitching, aggression. White sleepiness. Who mentioned? I hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleeping eye patch gentleman. So he was sleeping as well, and we say he was sleeping. And the poppy gets sleepiness, and whites of eyes get a pink. When was he sleeping? Question. Oh my god, believe me, my lord, I do not feel comfortable arresting a prime ministerial candidate, but I must ask you to follow me. Constable's Pike. Constable number 1, Arthur Faulkner. Get that squared away. Here we go. Testimonies. Here we go. Leopold claims that 1. Had a glass of sherry with James in the library and became drowsy. As he was falling asleep, saw the Lemurian observing him through the glass door. Right, so his drink must have been spiked with the poppy. Lemurian observing him through the glass door. Woke up, found the butler on the floor asleep. 4. Woke up the butler. 5. Entered the salon and found the body. 6. Upon inspecting the weapon, deduced that the Lemurian was the murderer. 7. Instructed the butler to raise the alarm. Gideon claims that 1. Played croquet with Ergin in the morning. They got bored and went to drink tea in the tea house. Ergin drew his attention to the interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Koch lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away, just as Ergin was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. 6. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly after. Oh god, this is going to get really complicated. Location of each suspect when the body was found. We don't even have all the names yet. Ergin. Slightly difficult to understand what he says, potentially because he has challenges with our language. Ah, I see. Ergin Patu claims that everything Master Bell says is absolutely correct. James. As in James Turner. He drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. So that would be Leopold Blanchard, I suppose. Who's this guy? He went to the chess house where he found Lord Alistair and the butler. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. 4. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. NB, as the master of the house, He led the interrogation of the suspect. Alistair. 1. Claims that in the morning, he practiced chess at the chess house and educated the butler on his lack of military training. 2. Sometime in the afternoon, Dr. Turner arrived and sent the butler away. 3. They played together and he was very close to winning when the alarm was raised. Billiam. Planted and pruned all morning by the chrysanthemum bush. Saw the young gentleman and the foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. In the afternoon, moved to the rose bush. From there, saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain at around noon. This is getting so complicated. Continued his work on the roses until the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill. And then Podrick. Served Lord Alistair in the chess house in the morning. This must be the butler. His master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the spoilt sherry that I think it means he and Lord Leopold had drunk, and then go to assist Mr. Spade in the garden. On entering the library to take away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep. Suddenly was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart. Was woken by Lord Leopold and instructed to raise the alarm. Saw the deceased lying in the salon. We haven't looked at this guy yet. Man is not breathing and has a huge vertical wound on his forehead. Clean small sword. Listen, apologies for the shouting match yesterday. Let's continue our discussion at noon. Leo. Dear friend, the elections are over, so let's uphold tradition. Have a leisurely weekend at my place with you and Leopold to discuss the Prime Minister situation. Please join us on May 12th. James Turner. And right, Turner is also the director of the Seven Seas Company. Something something is the victim. Is the murder weapon. The something is where he was murdered. Body was found by something. We still don't have all the clues. He has something in his hand. Is that one of the ruby rings, or... Red berry? What is that? Oh, it's the button. Your missing button is more than a proof that you did it. I see, I see it. Right. So, this definitely seems like it's a plot to frame this guy so that Turner can become the Prime Minister. What the hell is this? Rose bushes. It goes inside. London Gazetteer. Who will be the new Prime Minister? New Order Party, the Moderates, and the Loyalists. Party, Moderates, Loyalists. The New Order Party have the most MPs, but it is clear the two old parties will form a coalition. This means either Loyalist leader Blanchard or Moderate leader Valentine will become the Prime Minister, leaving Lazarus Hearst and his party in the opposition. Right. Okay, so it's a plot to make Lazarus the Prime Minister. Aha. And this looks like the dead guy on the floor there. And so... Loyalist leader Blanchard. Or Blanchard. Valentine. The unfinished croquet match. Chrysanthemum. Tea house. 2 cups of spicy smelling tea. One almost empty and the other untouched. I see. Oh, it's just like a little gazebo. I thought it was an actual building. Can't even make out what's going on in the match. Okay, we've got all the clues now. Right. We have Alistair. What was his name again? I can't remember. Your friend. Center frame per 2, Lime. Lemurian Savage. Allegedly weakened my mana with good old Augustus and some other fine fellows. Some drinks to discuss what to do about that Prime Minister issue. I think it's Augustus Valentine. And then we had Podrick is the butler, and Billiam is Mr. Hill. Instructed the butler to raise the alarm. So the butler is Podrick Hill, who is this guy. Podrick Hill. Billiam Spade, I think. Alistair... Koch, that was his name. Alistair Koch. Which leaves... The only one left is... Arthur Faulkner. Oh no, that's the guard. Who is left? Gideon. Gideon... Bell? There we are. Augustus Valentine is the victim. The boomerang is the murder weapon. The library where he was murdered? No, the salon. Salon is where he was murdered. Body was found by... I need to confirm that again. Okay, so now it's probably going to be mostly going through this. So, Leopold is the Loyalist Party leader. Had a glass of sherry with James Turner, and became drowsy. As he was falling asleep, he saw the Lemurian observing him through the glass door. Woke up, found the butler on the floor, asleep. Woke up the butler, entered the salon, and found the body. So Leopold found the body. The body was found by Leopold... Location of the suspect when the body was found. The Loyalist was in the salon. The butler... The salon... Found the butler on the floor asleep. Woke up the butler, entered the salon and found the body. On inspection, deduced that the Lemurian was the murder. So the butler was also in the salon, I think. Gideon. Played croquet with Ergen in the morning. They got bored and went to drink tea in the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to the interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Koch lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away, just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. They were at the tea house. They saw him lecture the butler. Saw Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away, just as Ergen was... Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly after. Ergen. Everything young Master Bell says is absolutely... in Bell. James. Drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the... Went to the chess house where he found Lord Alistair and the butler. Ordered the butler to clean up the library. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. That contradicts Gideon's testimony, who says he saw Lord Alistair leave that chess house and then return. He sent the butler away. Body was found. So, Alistair is the general. He was at the chess house, I believe. And these two were at the tea house. The doctor was at the chess house. The gardener. Planted and pruned all morning by the chrysanthemum bush, saw the young gentleman and the foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. Moved to the rose bush. From there saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain at around noon. Continued his work on the roses until the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill. So the gardener was at the flower bed. Not completely correct. Almost correct, but not quite. Was the butler in the library? Yes. Okay. Practiced chess at the chess house. Sometime in the afternoon, Dr. Turner arrived and sent the butler away. They played together, and he was very close to winning when the alarm was raised. Is he close to winning? These are the bishops. This is the king. So... I don't know enough to tell who's winning here. It doesn't seem like either of them are winning. Seems like they're in the middle of the match. But... testimony of... So we know, like... Turner and Koch are in the Secret Brotherhood, and they're plotting to... They're plotting to make Lazarus, aka Edmund, the Prime Minister, right? So they have colluded to kill this guy and then blame this guy. They drugged him, and then they went away. Where is it? There's the testimonies. Practice chess at the chess house. Who was James? Drank a glass of sour sugar with Blanchard in the morning. Went to the chess house. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. Spent the rest of the time playing with chess. So he is testimony and Alistair's, who are colluding, saying that they were playing chess together the whole time until they were alerted. But then Gideon says he saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and then return. Alistair Cock lecture the butler. So Alistair was playing chess in the chess house and educated the butler. That holds true, but I think we know enough to know what's going on. Early in the morning... James Turner drugged Leopold Blanchard in the library and planted planted the right word? Planted a button, I guess. Could be stole. Stole a boomerang. Meanwhile... into something and stole... Fucking hell. There's so many missing words, it's hard to even know where to start here. Meanwhile, in the tea house, something. Dragged Leopold Blanchard in the library and stole a boomerang is what I'm guessing happened. Or it could be planted a button, I don't know. Or stole a button, perhaps. Stole a button. Meanwhile, in the... something what? Killed, stole, drugged, planted. Because this has to be past tense, right? It doesn't make sense for it to be frame or provoke. It has to be killed, stole, drugged, or planted. And... Lemurian boomerang from the library. Oh, salon, rather. And stole, it must have been. Meanwhile, in the salon... Stole a Lemurian seal? Hang on. It could be stole the seal, because the Lemurian has the seal on him. We don't have took. Killed, stole, planted, drugged. So someone did something to someone. I hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleeping eye-patch gentleman. Noticed him stealing, I suppose. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves. This might just be the opportunity we seek to reclaim our honor. Maybe by that he means to take the seal? And planted. Right. This will be in the salon at around noon. I think it was Alistair. Alistair Koch killed Augustus Valentine and planted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard. That makes sense. This makes sense. Meanwhile, in the salon, drugged, stole. Maybe the... Maybe this one is incorrect. We have all the terms. It's this one I'm not sure about. This could also be drugged and stole. Could be Seal. Valentine. It can't be killed someone, planted some... Like, it can only be killed or drugged because we're doing it to someone, right? But then that also applies here as well. The butler was also drugged because he's woken up as well. Yeah, he's also got the pink eyes. When was the butler drugged? Served Lord Alistair in the chess house in the morning. His master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the spoilt sherry that he and Lord Leopold drunk and go assist Mr. Spade in the garden. On entering the library to take away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep, suddenly was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart. So, he's claiming that he fainted, but he actually fell asleep because he drank some of the sherry. Full glass, almost empty glass. It feels like I'm missing something, but... What else could be here? What could be the... Drugged? Drugged is the only one that makes sense, because no one else was killed. And you can't steal someone, and you can't plant someone. And... Stole the Lemurian boomerang? Like, it makes... It's kind of worded in a confusing way. Enter the chess house, brief Lord and Lord Ursula and the butler. Order the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. I guess you could say that he drugged the butler as well. What was his name? Podrick Hill. Not filled incorrectly. I'm pretty sure the last phrase here is correct. And I'm pretty sure this one is correct. This one I have no idea. And it's true, like, Ergen stole the seal, but it doesn't look like he did anything to anyone else. He's definitely not the murderer. Planted. Like... The only verb here that makes sense is drugged. Because no one else was killed. Nothing was planted. It could just be Podrick Hill. Drugged Podrick Hill. But then... Who stole? Like... Like, if we say that this phrase here is where the murder happened, meanwhile in the salon, Augustus killed... Alistair killed Augustus and stole the boomerang or whatever, then... Could be Ergen. He stole the seal. Ergen Batu. Something. What did Ergen Batu do? Hope I did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleep eye patch gem. Didn't notice him stealing, right? Ergen Batu, what? He didn't do anything. He stole the seal, but he didn't do anything else. He didn't drug anyone, he didn't kill anyone. Doesn't make sense. Cold. Became drowsy, falling asleep, saw the Lemurian observing him through the glass door. I think Bell says is correct. Played croquet with Ergen in the morning. They got bored and went to drink tea in the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to the interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Koch lecture the butler. After Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away, just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty of the chess house, saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly after. Meet someone actually interesting. I'm hoping we're going to drink some mana. A prince from the 11th planet Lemuria will be joining us. We used to want to of your company. Stole his life just like that. Smart man since he flies. Oh, he's rapidly blink. Look at this. Rapid blinking. Hyper concentration on one thing. Loss of perception of time. Rapid blinking. to drink in the tea house. So... Oh! Ergen drugged Gideon. And then Gideon was focused on the chest house and lost his perception of time. And during that time, Ergen went up and stole the seal. Holy crap. That's a hard one to spot. Ergen Patu drugged Gideon Bell. James Turner drugged Leopold Blanche in the library and stole a button. Meanwhile, in the tea house, Brotherhood member Alistair and James plotted to turn the ruling, moderate, and loyalist parties against each other. Over the course of a weekend at James's manor, Alistair murdered the moderate leader and James framed the loyalist leader. Wow. That was a tough one to notice. It was only because I noticed the blinking. I was like, who did... Like, yeah, he stole the seal, but who did he drug? And then it's like, and if he was with Gideon the entire time, everything young Master Bell says is absolutely correct. And he was completely focused on the chest house. Damn. That was a tough one. What do we got here? You have proven that I can trust you. Here is the Brotherhood's artifact, which I removed from the traitor Keen. I set it to take heat from this cup of water. Then I change the symbols and make the idol give that heat to something else. There is so much more that the idol can do. Removed from the traitor Keen. So he's gotten rid of Keen as well at this point. Isn't this giving away how he performed the miracle, though? Doesn't this, like, show that he, Well, I guess they didn't know that it was in the staff. Damn, okay. Wonder what the shiny eye means. Oh, that shows you the results. Okay. 10 and then 11, the new order. Still no science sense of how much longer we have left to go, but let's keep going then. Here's Nicholas. There's always a dead body in one of these, I've noticed. I noticed it a lot earlier, but I'm only just saying it now. Okay. 12 out of 4, we've already got 12. Plus and minus 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 46 total clues. Out from the left here. Such a relief that they decided not to push any fashion charges. I hope the process is not painful. I feel like I recognize this guy from somewhere. Maybe it's from the cover of the game. This tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my love is merely lust. And what do they even know about true art? I felt in my bones that I should have drunk less. Now we poor souls experience God's wrath. The thing of beauty to see the order prevail. Were it not against the first virtue, I would feel very happy. Nicholas, I'll wager you feel the new regime rewards your diligence now. Right, so everyone's wearing these armbands of the new order. This guy as well. Not this guy, though. Why do you feel the new regime rewards with diligence now? So tell me why I saw you spend more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you to lend me money and you said you had none to spare. I suggest you lend me some now unless you want me to write up an official report about a 4th virtue breach. Your beloved brother. I wonder if that's Peter Batley asking for money. Mr. Nicholas Maker, 1757, record keeper of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience. Labeled a protocol as being on Thursday, even though it was Wednesday. Took a double-length lunch break in office, plus. Loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party, plus 10 merit. Middle merit, plus 4. Alright, they're instituting social credit. Weekly Order Party of People's Tribunal number 42. March 14th, 1795, 6 culprits are brought to the tribunal. 12 o'clock, tribunal is opened. 12:15, each culprit's charges are evaluated and merit changes calculated. 15:10, 3:10, first culprit's merit exaction starts. Second culprit's, third culprit. Getting through them quick, even 10-15 minutes. Merit changes. And there's Mr. David Goran. Poor bugger. I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. An Albion franc banknote. So they've totally instituted a dictatorship now. Mr. David Goran, enforcer of the Order Party, had a secret compartment in his office locker, denied the existence of the secret compartment. Loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party, plus 10 merit. Total, plus 8. Remember the 3rd virtue. Fashion? Is that what they're talking about here? Such a relief that they decided not to push any fashion charges. Remember the 2nd virtue. Diligence. What we got here? Man is not breathing. No apparent wounds. Oh. Is Edmund stealing life force from people with the idol to keep himself eternally youthful? Prince of Dusk. Like night, I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. Could have drunk less. Tribunals are fast. They spread lies that my love is merely lust. And what do they even know about true art? Lust is one of the sins as well. So exaction is removing merit, I guess. Removing life force. Bangor Quinn. That is music to my ears, Alistair, but do control your emotions. We arbiters of order must never violate the 1st virtue. Which is, what, to not feel no pride. A bunch of Albion franc banknotes. Dr. James Turner, arbiter of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience. Drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic. Kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. Loyal service to the Order Party in high-ranking position, plus 20 merit. Dear Dr. Turner, I must regretfully inform you that during your absence from party business, your senior assistant Daniel has demonstrated extreme untidiness and then thus breached one of the virtues. Junior assistant Toby. What are you insinuating, James? I would never breach the 4th virtue. You know damn well that I keep no secrets. Hunter Albion Franks. Lord Alistair Cock. 47. Slapped a sergeant in anger. Listened to marching music in his manor. Cannot even listen to music. Loyal service to the Order Party in high ranking position. Plus 20 merit. Dear Arbiter Koch, I am writing to inform you that our regiment's colonel was seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. We implore you to send your agents to investigate this potential flouting of the first virtue. There we go. Bangor Quinn. Boss. I see. Bangor Quinn claimed he had no wife, has a painting depicting a naked person in his house, broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger, was observed spending a night with neighbor's wife. So we've got lying, lust, wrath, and we're going to learn what the point values of all of these are a bit later, I guess. They're spending a night with the neighbor's wife, or we deduced them from the other passports. Walter King. Charges: flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention, wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events, claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. Expelled from the party aboard. Oppa. More of these. At the dinner party a few years ago, where he was offered large amounts of wine to his guests. This is the... I remember this guy. It's from the dinner party ages ago. Got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter. Revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive dissident daughter, Mary, and her husband, Peter, evaluated as plus 15 merit. And her husband, Peter, he made it! Peter... Peter Batley actually made it with Mary. Mr. Josh Bailey. Gin. Left his work at Tannery early. Drank excessive amounts of gin at the Scrawny Cat. Drank excessive amounts of rum at the Old Oak. Approached a married woman with an indecent offer. Denied 4 times during questioning that he had done these acts. Horace Webb. Count Horace Webb. Has not held down a job since the new regime, evaluated as 60 instances of non-work. Claims he works in his castle helping his servants clean it. This is 15 books kept in his private library. Possessing books is against the rules. Expressed willingness to donate his castle to the party, evaluated as plus 200 merit. And Gideon. Duke Gideon Bell. He's a duke, eh? He's born 1775, so he's quite young. What year are we in now? We saw it around here somewhere. 1795, so he's only 20, Gideon. There's an outrageous hairstyle. Broke down in tears 10 times during the questioning. Has refused to start working, evaluated as 5 instances of job skipping. Rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin, the Sovereign. Oh, so Gideon is royalty, I guess. And then we got Big Boy here. 4 Maxims of Virtue. Observe the 4 virtues to avoid losing merit. The first virtue, I see. Remember the second virtue, store confiscated objects and evidence according to the virtue breached. Silence! You'll perform your function as much as is required. It is paramount to ensure order in our new society. There's a tag that says 16, I think. Oh, it's a weight. 16 ounces, I suppose. In all truth, High Lord High Arbiter, I would prefer storing no more than this. London Gazetteer, March 13th. Since the year 1792, when it gained a majority in Parliament, so 3 years into the regime, and liberated our government from the multi-party chaos, Order Party has worked hard to improve society. Despite the vast popular support for the party, His Majesty refuses to acknowledge the authority of the party's tribunal. Ah, so the king defies the party. High Arbiter Lazarus I has announced that in 2 months, the party and its supporters will participate in a peaceful march to the king's current residence to demonstrate the virtue of moderation. I am honoured to help the party upkeep the 4 virtues. I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. Yeah, there are worse jobs than this one, and thank God tobacco is not considered an indulgence. Bit boring though, too bad literature is forbidden. Half full patch of tobacco. We don't even get to... We don't, assign names in this one. Brandy. Opium. Invoice. 3 pounds of butter. 5 pence. Delivery, 6 pence. Total cost, 29 pence. Violin. Portrait of Gideon Bell, painted by Jasmine Nightwings, 1790. Book titled Stories, book titled Horton Tales. Okay, what's this one? Punishment. The first virtue is... brandy. I think emotions is one of them. We had some here. The third virtue. Fashion, I suppose. Third virtue is fashion. Vulgar, art, music, and I think the second virtue is diligence. At work, art, music, diligence. Third virtue is truth. All secrets, literature, moderation, I guess, is the first virtue. Moderation, indulgence, off. Lust. At work. Oh, beauty could be one of them as well. Vulgar fashion, I see. Third virtue is beauty. Art, music, and fashion will be punished. I was going to sarcastically mention the King's Power in 1795, but this is like alternate timeline stuff of a place like Lemuria exists. Yeah. This is a... It's all fictional. They had like ants... What is it? Aquatarians or something? Lemuria, I think, is meant to be just a proxy for the colonies, or... It's like India or something like that. And like, it's implied that it's Britain, and all the iconography and the style is of the British Empire of that time, but it's they never say it explicitly, so it's something else. And there's also, what was it? The Seven Seas Company instead of the East India Company. Alright, what else have we got here? All secrets, literature, lies will be punished. At work, sloth, mistakes, and untidiness. There we go. And now we summon what each deduction is worth. Plus 10. So he's plus 4. Label the protocol as being on Thursday, even though it was Wednesday. That's a mistake. Took a double-length lunch break in the office. That's a sloth. So he made 2. So these are minus 2. Minus 2. What do we got here? He has plus 10 and he has plus 8. Had a secret compartment in his office locker. Denied the existence of the secret compartment. So that's 2. That's 1 secret and 1 lie. And he has minus 2, so that's 1. I'm surprised that lies aren't the most heavily punished. Prince of Dusk. Hope the process is not painful. My bones, I should have drunk less. This might be Walter Keane, I think. Each culprit's charges. Third culprit's exaction starts. We don't have a current time, I don't think. There's the crown. Oh, and I see the symbol is the combination of all the 4 virtues. The heart, the wings, the sun, and the eye. Bangor Quinn, Lothar Richards. You know my name, just look at my face. Prince of Dusk. Oh, I think this is Gideon. To start working. Might be anyway. We have 5 people in question. There's 4 here. We still need to work out the others. There we go. Loyal service to the party, plus 20. Drank a full bottle of brandy. Kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty. So, he has minus 1. For lies, I guess. Hang on. Plus 10, then minus 1, minus 1. Would make it plus 8, I suppose. We only get the 1 page for each, so we don't know if there's... Drank a full bottle of brandy, get a picnic, kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty. Literature. So you would get minus 1 for the lie, and then minus 7 for the indulgence? That seems excessive. Lap the sergeant in anger, listen to marching music in his manner. This is probably emotions. So if we say that's minus 7, then this would be minus 2. It can't be that much, can it? Alright, we've messed up somewhere. Oh, it's a mistake, I see. It should be 31, but it says 29. Oh yeah, they call the country Albion, which is an old name for... an old name for England. But they don't call it Britain. Plus 20. Full bottle of brandy. I feel like lies have to be more. But he's only missing 2. Doesn't make sense. Unless there's more. Double-length lunch break. The double-length lunch break, I guess, is slot, and the label to protocols being on Wednesday is a mistake. Oh, that's 3. I see. Because he's missing 6. So it's actually worth -3. There we go. That's what was wrong. Insane that excessive emotions is -7. That's fucking crazy. And moderation is the most harshly judged one, and lies are the least harshly judged one. That seems backwards. That's not how it would be in my empire. In my in my tyrannical regime. Oh, great. Now we get to figure these out. Charges. Claimed he had no wife. That's a lie. -1. Has a painting depicting a naked person in his house. That's vulgar art. -2. Or -3 so far. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger. That's excessive emotion. -7. We're up to -10 now. Observed spending a night with a neighbor's wife. Is that lust or lies? I guess it's lust. Which would be -17. I guess we'll get the confirmation when we figure the rest of these out. Walter King flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention. I'm going to assume that's 3 separate infractions. Which should be 3 counts of moderation, so -21. Wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events. That will be 5 times. 5 -2, -10, -31. Claimed that he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. And so that's -1 for a lie. So -32. Yes. Also, betrayed... Walter Keane betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. Is that referring to this? I brought you back your staff. Oh! They must have found this. Or something like this. And then, even though it was a double cross, they took this as... I guess he took this as betrayal or something like that. What the hell is this? I forgot about this. Golden snuff box. Yeah, nearly blew the whole thing and got me killed. -1. AM. Oh, so I see. That's Angus McBain. golden snuff box. So I guess this is proof of the betrayal here, I guess. And this maybe? I don't know. But this is why Walter was ended up being branded as the betrayer. Was that? No, we didn't see it there. Yeah, the penalties are so out of whack. -7 for moderation is a bit... That's a bit crazy. The fact that lies are the lowest is really funny. Vulgar fashion is worse than lying and secrets. Stakes. Lothar Richards. This is the guy who was at the dinner party, yeah, with the Mary and so forth. What's his damage? Held a dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guests. That's moderation, so that's a -7. Got angry during the question and shouted. That's another -7. So that's -14, and then he gets +15. Revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive dissident daughter Mary and her husband Peter. Evaluated as +50. So he has +1. Josh Bailey. Left his work at tannery early. That's a sloth charge, so -3. Drank excessive amounts of gin, that's a -7, so -10. Excessive amounts of rum, that's another -7, -17. Approached a married woman with an indecent offer, that's another -7, so we're up to -24. Denied 4 times during questioning that he'd done those acts, so 4 lies, -28. Correct. Horace has not held down a job since the new regime. 60 instances of non-work. So that's -180. Claims he works in his castle, helping students clean it. -181 for a lie. Possesses 15 books. Another -15. So, -196 for literature. +200. That's +4. You're just barely in the green, bro. Wears an outrageous hairstyle. That's a -2. Broke down in tears 10 times during the questioning. That's -7 10 times. -70. -72. Has refused to start working. 5 instances of -3. -15. We're up to -87. Rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of the Sovereign. That must count as a secret, so that's -1. -88. So this must be poor Gideon here after getting drained of his -88. That's why he looks old as well. Something's 3 years, I believe. 3 years have passed since the Order Party assumed power. During a tribunal, Gideon Bell is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. Execute his punishment. What was used on him? Idle? I guess idle. Idol was used on him, and he lost 88 merit and died. No? 88. What was used on him? Idol doesn't make sense in this phrasing. Execute his punishment. Souls. Bones was used on him. I guess it must be Idol. Could also be that he lost 88 years. He did use those 88 years. So one point of merit is 1 year of lifespan. Scroll has been fulfilled. The Order Party has seized power and now enforces the 4 maxims of virtue. The young Duke, Gideon Bell, was judged during the tribunal to have lost 88 merits, and he was, what, 20 years old? The High Arbiter of the party, Lazarus Hurst, used the idol to decrease Gideon's youth by 88 years, thus making him 108. Resulted in his death. Rough. Rough stuff. Now what is this? Someone's been shot. A slight delay in the peaceful march to the king's castle. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have a war camp here. Up here's Buckingham Palace or whatever. That's a war camp. This regime has to fall. It has taken everything from it. Watch is ticking and shows 12:15 p.m. Navaja Blade. 1795, May 15. Capital Route Morning Report. At 8, a newfangled insurrectionist carriage passes by. At 8:30, an individual in the insurrectionist uniform passes by on the new two-wheel contraption. At 10:15, 2 individuals in insurrection uniform pass on horses. So the insurrectionists are the regime, I guess, since they're rebelling against the crown. And this person is recording their comings and goings. Yeah. Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not yet returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they do not return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Belchester Castle, Blackfield Manor, Bellwood Crossroads, Party Camp, Cloudsley Cabin, Little Mermaid Inn. That's where the Little Mermaid Inn. That's where Willard Wright was killed. Lover's Islet. That's a poison, I think. The ritual. Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I'll make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. At 11:30 on May 15, meet me at the place the idol was stolen. Our brotherhood and poor Willard Wright met his death. So, the inn. Come alone and bring proof, something personal of yours, to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. 32 things, 32 years, I'm guessing. What are we doing here? So we have 4 scrolls. Morning, midday, evening, and then all day. And what's this? Oh. We can look at the other... I see. So I guess it's telling us that we're going to have to look at other stuff. Or we might have to anyway. There's Alistair, I think. Why are you not working, you worthless piece of garbage? I am doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the merit Looks like it's busted. Increase matter life or whatever. Slightly dented saber. And I still divide the scrolls. The UI when I play put up all 4 at the same time, and it's really overwhelming. Yeah, when I boot up the game, it gives me the option to play the original game or the Redux version. And I selected the Redux. I don't really know the difference, but apparently Redux has UI improvements and stuff like that. What is this? A slightly dented saber with some blood on it. A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. What is... So... That's Cloudsley Cabin. There's a lot to go through. Belchester Castle, Blackfields, Crowtowers, and Woodshires. Capital. 4. Oh, I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Strawmen are your bane. Right, so... Blackhand Steward. So is this Walter Keane then? And then this is David Gorin. Damn you, you cunning devil. Because he fell for the trap. The straw person in the coffin, the straw man in the coffin. You'll find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. Pistol, a loaded pistol, and an empty. A bullet through the window. Oh, so he's put a... I see. Newly invented transportation device. A bicycle. Scarecrow with a hole through its head. A bullet lodged in the wall. White pigeon. I admit I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. Right. So... yeah. So this is Keen. He set up the Scarecrow here to trick Gorin, I think, or maybe tricking Lazarus, probably. I don't think this is Lazarus. I think this is Gorin. Or maybe it is Lazarus, as in Edmund. Could be. And then this is Walter Keane's things, with the letter from, I guess, Lazarus? I admit I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. So, yeah. I'll come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. Which, this must be referring to what this note is referring to, right? Oh shit, we have this. I didn't even see that. took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I'll make the story known. So this is probably... Meet at the place where the idol was stolen, our brotherhood, and poor Willard Wright met his death. But that's the inn, though, isn't it? And the inn is... over here. Not here. This is the inn. This is Cloudsley Cabin. Insurrectionist carriages. Individual insurrectionist uniform passes by at 8:30. 2 individuals in insurrection uniform pass on the horses. So this is one of them. It's been broken somehow. Entered Saber. What was here? Okay. Walter Keane. Ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. James Turner. Greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Alistair Koch. Pompous and vain, but being a military man, is ready to obey and ready to kill. N.M. Nicholas Maker. Cowardly but dutiful, useful up to a limit. And David Goran. Since his success at the Mermaid Inn has proven to be resourceful and discreet professional. Lazarus Quest. He's using the name Lazarus because he's come back from the dead. Hey. Thank you. Where we two first met. I guess that is at the Cloudsley Cabin. Walter. This is where Walter and Lazarus or Edmund first met. At the cabin where he went into hiding. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. So this must definitely be... This is definitely Lazarus, aka Edmund, and Walter Keane. Ah, it's Peter and Mary! 7 Seas, Seal, and a loose horse. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast steward. This is a loose horse. This is the other person's horse who went by, mentioned in that woman's note. I'll be back at the camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. Lazarus. Property of our late brother Sebastian. So, Alistair and Turner went to investigate on their horses. Alistair has his horse here. This must be Turner then. Numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. How was he killed here then? This must be his horse. Worry not and continue the feast, wife, for nothing can stand in my way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. He's still betting on horses, an almost empty whiskey flask, and a small sword. Dear husband, you are so brave, and you have been drinking since early this morning. But what will we do now? What if the evil government men find us? A harp and a book. Become the pure flower that I know you can be for me. Edmund Cloudsley, 1788. Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to colonies. While you I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise, and you will become my ideal wife. Right, I see. And for you, I would fight the tiger and win. Peter Batley. Mary, my uncle Edmund Cloudesley died in some robbery, and I am rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am. Let's marry. That's how it happened, huh? He inherited the money from Edmund. Right, what is this house here? That is the Blackfield Manor. We have the islet and the crossroad. Check here. Aha. This was... this one. Bastian Cloudesley. This is the guy who died. Head wound when he fell from a horse. Uh-huh. Pile of mangled and burned corpses. Oh, and this is referring to the check above his bed. Ah, I see. The mask and the robe as well. Yeah, because it did mention in the will that he bequeaths the idol to his to Willard Wright, the member who is the other member of the Brotherhood, and not to his and not to Edmund. But it did mention here somewhere. It said that he was going to find... I can't remember who had it on them now. Where was the note that said he was going to visit Sebastian or whatever? It said he would be back before the 10 AM strategy meeting. Was that? Ah, here. I have some small... Oh, this is Lazarus's horse. This isn't Alistair's horse. Or James Turner's horse. Small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast steward. I'll be back at the camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as... He was here then. Doing what exactly? A pile of mangled and burned corpses and an empty cannon. There's the carriage there in the background. So they've shot the cannon at the at these guys. This must be the carriage that went past at 8. Not quite sure what transpired here. Oh, this must be where... I see. This is where Peter and Mary live. And so they've come in to arrest him, and he's blasted the shit out of them, and then they've come over here. I will kill our enemies. Right. I don't think there's anything we're missing here. Yeah, the cannon defended itself. All those order rats sneaking around here. This is no good. I hope they will just blackmail me and bugger off. Large kitchen knife. Another lemon and more. And these two are still here. Nonsense, I'm not an idiot, but real men like us could beat those Autoparted ninnies even without any weapons. This is what, like 7, 8 years later? They're still here. Small sword, hand of cards, and 2 Albion. But I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. Who is this? Do you think they will try to kidnap the king? This looks like one of the servants from Edmund's estate. Yeah, she has the monogrammed handkerchief. Embroidered handkerchief. Simple small key, hand of cards. I have instructed Hin, I think that's meant to be him, to arrive at around 11:30. Most likely, I think that's meant to be most likely, he will be in Order Party uniform. If he comes alone without any backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. In Order Party women, if he comes alone without any backups outside, approach him. Something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic. So, alright, so this is the servant, Ada Baker, who went to poison Edmund Cloudsley on behalf of the Order. The Dark Hand Steward. From all the way back then. He gives you something that belongs to Edmund. You may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. And so he's given her the handkerchief. And then that means he got the instruction slip. Find me in the place that we two met. There we go. That makes sense. And she has the dagger. And that's it there. And we have a ship at the coast with a missing cannon. That's all we got. Early in the morning, Lazarus Hurst went to the inn. Right, I see. That's why it says he went to the inn. Come alone and bring proof. Something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. I see. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. He doesn't have a reply on him. He's just got guns. I admit I have treated you unjustly. Went to the inn to find I suppose it's Walter Keane wanted to I guess, lost years. Oh, we're missing a term. Missing a term still. That's definitely James. Like he's been cut down by rebels or something. By the... is... have... Where is this last... Oh, didn't... Oh, here we go. Dandelion Room, Ada Baker, 2 nights. Forget Me No Room. Walter Nort. Oh, Kidnap. There it is. Went to the inn. Yep, ideal wife is forenoon. This is going to be James Turner and Alistair Koch tried to find Lazarus Hurst. They found the golden idol at the crossroads. On the way back, they started to fight over it, I see. Not at the inn? Crossroads. The camp, at the cabin. Inn, Pilot. Castle. Manor. Okay. They found it at the manor then. Alright. Lazarus Hurst went to the inn to find Walter Keane because Lazarus Hurst went to the cabin to fight Walter Keane because Walter Keane tried to blackmail Lazarus Hurst to get back his lost ears. No? Fuck off, bots. Ban. Not filled in correctly. Early in the morning, something killed some. $10.15. Individuals in pass on the horses. Individual who passes by on the new two-wheel contraption. Wanted to it could also be you went to the He went to the manor. Lazarus Hurst went to the manor to find Peter Batley because Lazarus Hurst wanted to have the ideal wife. Kidnap. Have. Who fights Peter Batley? Oh, to kidnap Mary Batley. There it is. James Turner and Alistair Koch tried to find Lazarus Earth. They found the golden idol of the manor. On their way back, they started to fight over it. Oh, I see. The idol was damaged in the fight here. That's why it's all fucked up. Broken. Lazarus went to the inn. Find. No, that doesn't make sense. Kill Walter Keane. Lost body. Lost years. Ideal years. It's got to be lost years, right? Yeah, Peter just letting loose with the cannon. And it's implied that he won the cannon off this guy in the gambling, in the poker match. To the inn? No, he did go to the cabin. He finally won a bet. Tried to blackmail. Is blackmail, I'm pretty sure. What's wrong here? It's got to be lost years, right? Sure. Early in the morning, Alistair Koch killed James Turner at the crossroads. Before noon, who else was killed? In the afternoon, Walter Keane killed Lazarus Hurst at the cabin. Who else is dead here? Besides these soldiers at the cabin. Walter, James, Alistair, Nicholas, David Gorin. Where is David Gorin in all of this? Oh, this isn't Lazarus, I don't think. This is David, perhaps. Maybe Lazarus was killed here. David Gorin. Yeah. So then where is Lazarus? Maybe he's just dead here in the pile of mangled corpses. Killed David Gorin at the cabin. Okay, like this. Early in the morning, Peter Batley killed Lazarus Hurst at the manor. Yo-ho! He did kill him there. Before storming the King's Castle with the Order Party, Lazarus Hurst led his men to Sebastian Cloudsley's old manor in order to kidnap his long-lost love, Mary Batley née Richards, who was hiding there with her husband, Peter Batley. On entering the manor, Lazarus and his troops were confronted by a drunk Peter and the cannon he had won while gambling. Peter blew up Lazarus, breaking the idol, and then fled the scene with Mary. And there's more to it than that. Hey, weren't you with the Order Party? Oh, no, I was never part of that ghastly organization. I can take this gilded brass trinket for scrap metal, and have 3 so for it, and call yourself lucky. Alistair, I think. Yeah, Lazarus doesn't even get a recognizable corpse. Dies in ignominy. Drink down with virtues. Is that... I thought there would be more to this if there were... I thought it would then explain the other deaths, but I guess not. Epilogue. We're at the end. There's more stuff on the title screen though, extra bits and pieces. Epilogue. Oh. Witness the power of the idol in my hands and swear loyalty to Lazarus Hurst. We will build the ideal society. So he's got it to suck up. Oh, he's... I see, he's using it to rejuvenate himself. The Brotherhood of Masks. Only one thing is worse than imbeciles. Imbeciles with power. The rich and noble have a social club with mystical rituals and other hogwash and are so stupid that they did not realize when they had some truly miraculous technology in their hands. However, they are influential and persistent and have already caused a great deal of harm to me and my goals. Walter Keane has told me more about their organization and practices. If he tells the truth and they are truly devoted to their religious entity of Griffin Reborn, I could gain some powerful allies for my next move. This is where this is where they're doing the big reveal that Edmund is actually Lazarus. Order Party Manifesto. 1. All citizens are equal. 2. All citizens must serve society to the full extent of their abilities. 3. Citizens must be evaluated according to how virtuous they are. 4. A society with internal contradictions is unsustainable. Therefore, it must be led by the most virtuous citizen. The king should step down. The aristocracy must be abolished. 5. The virtuous citizens are better able to serve society. Therefore, virtuous citizens deserve to gain more time on this earth, and bad citizens deserve to lose time. Yeah, thanks for telling us the thing we already know, because it's the key to solving everything. This is unbelievable! My pure Mary is joined in matrimony with that clown, Peter Batley. She must have done it out of grief for my death. Such a hasty decision goes against every principle of virtue. Therefore I consider the marriage null and void. She will come to me when she learns I still live. But for now my duties in the service of humanity take precedence. How did anyone even vote for the Order Party? They did have to gain power in the first place, even if they did kill the other one of the other majority parties. Maybe it's not worth thinking about. Society must be built on the principles of virtue. Only thus can it become truly great. Look at the Lemurians. Thousands of years ago, they had an empire on the banks of the 7 seas. Their ancient technology continues to baffle modern science. Oh, so that's where the idol comes from. But they became inert and decadent, and forgot how to build and operate their machines. Their empire crumbled because it was built on pleasure-seeking, not virtue. It is by divine providence that I got my hands on a working ancient Lemurian artifact, the Golden Idol. I will use its power to set humanity on the right path by building the ideal state. Just giving everything. Donate to a veteran who lost his leg in the noble defense of his homeland. Half-empty bottle of gin. Man is not breathing. He's stolen his life from this guy on the street. Yeah. And then he does the Hitler salute. And this is Keen and Goran. They use the same sprites for these throughout the whole game. I swear it. Yes, with these powers I will do whatever is necessary to build a better world. Brotherhood of Mercs. James Turner, Anderson Vane, Alistair Cock, Walter Keane, Jeffrey Sinclair, Bastian Cloudsley, deceased. The Dark Hand Steward. Oh, so yeah, the Dark Hand Steward was Walter Keane, so he was the one who... Walter Keane was the one who plotted to kill Edmund in the first place for stealing the idol. Chester Davey, Nicholas Maker, Willard Wright. There's only, what, 9 members each. Yes, my lord, I swear my loyalty to you and will undertake whatever tasks are required of me. Chester Davey must be the guy they tied up in the bushes. Hey, if Nicholas... Right. David, I thank you for dealing with all the challenges relating to my death and for keeping an eye on our new ally. I do feel I've impressed on him not only with the Golden Idol, but also with my vision of the ideal society. Come to our hideout on November 24. We are ready for the next... Come on, game. It's not that hard to figure this out. Oh my god, and they actually want us to... This is where we piece together the entire story. I see, I see. Sebastian Cloudsley left the idol to the Brotherhood in his will. But then... Edmund... Must be Edmund Cloudsley. Edmund Cloudsley... no. David Goran, on Edmund Cloudsley's orders, stole the idol and accidentally stabbed Willard Wright. The Brotherhood tasked Walter Keane to punish Edmund Cloudsley and recover the idol, but his attempts were fruitless. During one attempt, Walter Keane was captured, and Edmund Cloudsley convinced him to join his side. There's the second set of footprints at the end. It was Little Pip, probably? Oh, I see. Ah, I didn't notice this little image here on the left. Yeah, that's why this is why David doesn't have it on him in that scene. He doesn't have the idol on him. He drops it out the window to Pip. Convinced him to join his side. Edmund Cloudsley used the idol to make himself young and infiltrated the Brotherhood under the identity of Lazarus Hurst. Then he claimed to be Griffin Reborn and transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. Brotherhood Masters James Turner and Alistair Koch helped Edmund Cloudsley seize power in the country and enforce the rule of virtues by taking youth away from common people and giving it to the Order Party members. This is the king, I suppose. Right before the showdown with the uncooperative king, Edmund Cloudsley wanted to kidnap Mary Batley, but shot by Peter Batley. Was shot by Peter Batley. The idol was broken. Hey. And we just get a big thank you for playing. But we have these other things. The Spider of Lanka. These look like things that happen even further in the past. The content must be purchased, I see. It's DLC that I don't have. It's $8.80 for the first one. I'll think about that next time then. But great game. Enjoyed it. It's fun piecing together all the little pieces and seeing the connections come together in your head. I know there's a sequel and there's these 2 DLCs as well, so that's maybe something worth considering at some point. But yeah, pretty good game. I like the whole filling out the scrolls just sort of feels like a formality to figuring out the wider story in your head. But it's a fun enough mechanic, I suppose, getting the pieces of text and then filling things out. But anyway, that'll do for now. I'll think about getting these other ones sometime. But till next time, see you later.